Shalom, shalom. We greet all of you. In the name of the Almighty, we exalt His holy name for this great and wonderful day, even this day being Friday, also being a Sabbath day, the beginning of the Sabbath. We glorify the Most High for the strength and the energy He has given unto us. We bless Him for the lives of our friends, the lives of our family, the lives of even our enemies. We exalt His holy name for all the things we have received in this life. For yesterday when we went to bed with billions of people, and not many of them were able to wake up today to see the light. So now that we have light, we must do the work of Him that has called us in the light. Because one day darkness might come upon us that we will desire to go outside, but we cannot. That we will desire to read the things that we abuse, but we cannot. That we will desire for people to speak unto us, but we will not be able to hear. That we will desire for people to shake our hands, but on that day our hands shall be placed upon our chest, and we can no more stretch forth our hands. We are very delighted for the life that He has given unto us. We cannot buy. If He was selling this life that He has given unto us, who on earth will be able to buy it? He has given unto us freely, and therefore we must do His will. So in the name of the Most High, the merciful, the most glorious, the most wonderful, the most awesome, the most gracious and merciful, all praise be unto Him. I bear witness once again that there is but one Elohim. You don't have 2, 3, 5 gods, there is but one. We bless Him for Moses and all of the prophets from the book of Genesis even unto the book of John. And we bless Him for all the apostles and the epistles as they handed them over to us from the book of Acts even unto the book of Revelation. And we can never thank Him enough for the Messiah who came into this world, and He humbled Himself so that He may assemble the outcasts of Israel back unto Himself. We bless Him because it is written that, behold, He cometh with clouds, and all eyes shall see Him, even the ones who pierced Him, and they shall mourn for Him. We are very grateful for this wonderful day, this day that He has given unto us, that we may come before Thee, not with our own songs or our own sayings or our own prophecies, but we will come with the divine words of the one who has created life, and He has given them unto us abundantly. It is written that I will raise from among you, assemble the outcasts of Israel, one of your own brothers, who will begin to speak the mysteries of Yah Elohim, even in the ears of my chosen ones. We are here because we are all under the covenant that He made with our forefather Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And He said that out of all the nations, only Jacob have I known, and with them is my covenant known. And to them was the mysteries of Yah Elohim revealed, that they may be my witnesses here on earth. When you read the book of Isaiah, he said that, let all the nations be gathered before me. Who among the nations can declare this? For ye, Jacob, ye are my witnesses, and my servant whom I have chosen. So we bear witness that indeed He is with His people. And as long as the stars are in the clouds, beautify in the clouds in the night, as long as the sun is in the skies and the moon is in the sky, so also the living Elohim will never abandon His people. Amen. We glorify Him for all the things that He has done for us. So back to business. Today being the last day or the last Friday in the month of July, also being the last day that we will talk with regards to this topic, who are the prophets? What is the duty of the prophets? For the past 4 weeks we have established the duty of the prophets. We have shown you some mysteries from Genesis to Revelation. We did not speak from another book. We did not say that because this pastor or this angel said it, but we use the scriptures to show you from Genesis to Revelation that precept was upon precept, that all the prophets from Genesis to Revelation, they all spoke the same thing, that all the prophets from Genesis to Revelation, they were sent to come and revive his people, to bring them back home, to warn them so that they may repent and run away from any sinful behavior, so that once they run away from their sinful behavior, that they may be able to walk upon the path that the Most High has placed before them. And when they begin to walk upon that path of righteousness, then goodness and mercy may follow them, as it is found even in the book of the Psalms. So today being the concluding part, we are going to show you, because whenever you go to programs or conferences, all that they talk about is this marriage, prophesying about marriage, saying that your sickness came unto you because of a witch, saying that all the evil things that happened here on earth was because of a witch. Today we are going to show you that whether it is evil, whether it is marriage, whether it is barrenness, whether it is sicknesses, that it is Yah Elohim who allowed all of these things to come upon you. But when you read the 5th book of Moshe, the prophet, even 20:8, when you read the first verse, it says that, and if you will hearken diligently unto me, then all of these blessings shall follow you. But behold, at verse 15, if you will not obey the voice of my servant, then all these curses, as are found in the Psalms, as are found in the prophets, as are found in the new or renewed covenant, shall pursue you and destroy you. One thing that you must know, that the devil that you speak about doesn't curse.
Amen.
He doesn't have the authority to curse you. It is only Elohim who put curse upon people. Therefore, when you read Exodus 20, he said that if you will not obey me, I am the one who rewarded the wicked even unto the 3rd and the 4th generation.
Amen.
Visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon themselves.
Amen.
So what are you talking about? So today we will show you whether it is sickness, whether it is barrenness, whether it is evilness, any single thing that you are going through, whether marriage, you go to these conferences and they tell you that, oh, you are not married because it is your mama. You are not married because it is your auntie somewhere who is broke and is seeking to have something to eat, that they are blaming them. Today we will show you from the scriptures. We are not going to add any interpretation to it, but we will allow the Bible defend itself.
Amen.
We are not here to defend the Bible, but we will let the Bible defend itself.
That's right.
If Yah Elohim is the Almighty, let him defend himself.
Amen.
That's why he said that vengeance is mine and I will repay,
That's right.
saith the Almighty.
Hallelujah.
So let us start from the book, the last book, Revelations 10. And then from verse 7, if you are at home, the book of Revelations 10. And then at verse 7, if you are at home, listen to the book.
Revelations chapter 10 from verse 7.
The book of Revelation chapter 10, and then at verse 7 it says, behold, in the days
of the voice of the 7th angel,
all the mysteries
shall be finished.
As they were.
The mystery of Elohim should be finished, as he had declared to his servants the prophets.
This is all that I want. When you read the book of Deuteronomy 20:9, and at verse 29, he said that all the mysteries that are not revealed belongs unto the Most High, but the mysteries that have been revealed belongs unto us and our descendants, So what are the mysteries that belong unto us and our descendants? So let us start. We will touch these 4 things. Who is responsible for the evil things? Who is responsible for someone being barren? Is it Mama Water who came and snatched your womb and hid it under the ocean? We will touch on marriage. We will touch on sickness, so that you may know that who is responsible for all of these things. Let us start from the renewed covenant, the book of 1 John. If you are at home, 1 John chapter 4, and then at verse 2. If you are at home, I repeat, 1 John chapter 4, and then at verse 2. If you are at home, the book of 1 John 4, and then only verse 2. I read, hereby know ye the Spirit of the Almighty, for every spirit that confesseth that the Messiah is come in the flesh is of the Almighty. Last week we read that. This is our introduction. So let us now begin. Who is responsible for all the evil doings? Who is responsible for the tsunamis that came in Asia? Who is responsible for the earthquakes? Who is responsible for these attacks? Who is responsible for plane crashes? Is it the devil? Is it a demon? I was reading the scriptures yesterday and something came unto me. I was like, from Genesis to Revelation, there is no one word called demon even found in the scriptures.
Really?
From Genesis to Revelation, there is no word demon found in the scriptures. Yet, every little thing we blame them.
Wow.
When our food is not good, it's a demon.
Wow.
When you fall down, it's a demon. When you fail your exams, it's your demon. Whatever failure comes in your life, it's a demon. And then when blessings come, it's you. It's your own strength. The book of YHWH, Isaiah the prophet, chapter 40 and 5, from verse 6 to 7. If you are at home, the prophet Isaiah 45, from 6 to 7.
Isaiah chapter 45,
from 6 to 7.
That they may know.
So that they may know.
From the rising of the sun.
Rising of the sun in the morning.
And from the west.
And from the west.
That there is none beside.
That there is no. So when someone is telling you there are 3 gods, you know there are 3 gods and Jesus is one and the Holy Spirit is one and the Father is one. He is mad.
I am Yahweh.
I am. There is no one beside me.
And there is none else.
No, there is someone standing on my right.
There is none
There's
else.
someone standing beside me.
There is none
There's
else.
someone in front of me.
There is none else.
After me, there will be someone.
There is none
There is
else.
no one beside the Almighty. He is but one. When you read the book of Deuteronomy, it says that Shema Israel, thy Elohim is but one.
Amen.
But nowadays, you talk about 3 gods. Listen to the book.
I form the light.
I do what?
I form the light.
So when destruction, when darkness come, who did it?
And create darkness.
And I create darkness. I form the light. And I am also responsible for darkness.
I make peace.
I am the one who gave you independence, Ghana. Independence, Nigeria. Independence, Europe. I create light. I create darkness. I create peace and what?
And create evil.
And I create what?
Evil.
No, it's the devil.
And create evil.
It's your mama.
And create
it's
evil.
Your auntie.
And create
it's
evil.
A demon.
And create evil.
Who created evil?
I create evil.
The prophet said that will there be any evil in the land that I, Elohim, I do not know.
That's true.
I, Yahuwah, do all these things.
No, it's the devil.
I, Elohim, do all these things.
Are you reading the Bible?
I, Elohim, do all these things.
Who is doing all of these things?
I, Elohim,
so
do
when
all
terrorist
these things.
attack is happening, who is doing it?
I, Elohim,
when planes are falling, who is doing it?
I, Elohim.
When your uncle dies, who killed him?
I, Elohim.
Not the devil.
I, Elohim.
It was a witch.
I, Elohim.
It was a juju man.
I, Elohim.
It was Kwekubun Sam.
I, Elohim.
No, it was Mame Water who killed Castro.
I, Elohim.
It is who?
I, Elohim, do all these things.
Wow.
Do you need any more evidence?
It's clear.
You who only talk about witches and witches and witches. Give me Amos again, chapter 3.
Amos.
And then verse 6. That someone was on a motor scooter or water scooter, whatever the name is, and fell into the ocean and died. And you said that it was Mame Water who came and took him down. Why is he not taking all the ships down? Why? And today people are still praying that one day he's going to come out of the sea. Something is wrong with your logic. And these are the very people that sit in the church. Listen to the book.
Amos chapter 3 verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the
Shall
city,
a trumpet be blown in the city,
and the people be not afraid?
and you will not be afraid? When you heard someone shouting in the bars, mention one of the names in Arabic, you panicked. You were urinating on yourself. Jesus was not there to save you. No spirit was there to save you. You were scared. You forgot about your Jesus. You forgot about the Holy Spirit. You forgot about every single thing, and you were urinating. He said that would there be any trouble in the city and the people will not be scared?
Shall there be evil in the city,
Shall there be any evil in the city?
and Elohim had not done it?
No, the devil did it.
And Elohim had not done it?
The devil caused this accident.
And Elohim had not done
You
it?
failed this exam because the devil did it.
And Elohim had not done
I
it?
saw your auntie throwing something.
And Elohim had not done
It
it?
was an arrow.
And Elohim had not done
Who
it?
threw the arrow?
And Elohim had not done it?
What a shock.
Did not David say that prepare thy arrows for the workers of iniquities, and send among them the evil angels, that they may bring them down? Why? Because they despise thy laws. And you are at home. I bind, I bind, I bind. Continue binding. You have been binding for 5 years, no change. Let us go to the prophet. 1 Samuel chapter 2. And then from verse 6 to 8. If you are at home, 1 Samuel, I'm showing you who is responsible for evil. And then we will go on who is responsible for sickness and barrenness.
1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 6.
Listen.
Yahuwah killeth.
No, it is the devil who kills.
Elohim killeth.
We went to the juju man and he said that my mother was responsible for my brother's illness.
Elohim killeth.
Who kills?
Elohim
The
killeth.
devil kills.
Elohim killeth.
Armed robbers.
Elohim
George
killeth.
Bush.
Elohim killeth.
Obama.
Elohim killeth.
Gaddafi killeth.
Elohim killeth.
Who kills?
Elohim killeth.
Elohim kills.
And maketh
And
alive.
he's the one who maketh someone alive.
He bringeth down to the
He's
grave,
the one who brings people down to their graves.
and bringeth up.
And he's the same person responsible for bringing people up.
Elohim maketh poor.
Who maketh you poor?
Elohim
No,
maketh
I saw
poor.
the devil boring holes in your hands.
Elohim
And
maketh
that's why whenever money comes, then it goes.
Elohim maketh
Who
poor.
maketh poor?
Elohim maketh poor. And maketh rich.
And who maketh rich?
And maketh rich. He bringeth low.
He bringeth low.
And lifteth up.
And he lifted up.
He raiseth up the poor.
He raises up the poor. So before you can become rich, he has to raise you up.
Out of
The
the
preacher
dust.
man said that I returned and I saw under the sun.
That's right.
That the race is no more to the swift. It is not only for Usain Bolt because he can break his legs. Neither battle for nations with intercontinental missiles. They go to Iraq and they are still being defeated. But he said that I have sat down and I have understood that chance and time do happen to them or when they are lucky. Nevertheless, they who wait upon Yah Elohim,
Come on.
he shall renew their strength.
Amen.
And he will grant unto them the wings of the eagles that they may soar in the skies. So what are you talking about? When your chance came, when favor was on you, what did you do? You abused it. And now you are blaming me. Now you are blaming your pastor. Now you are blaming your mother who carried you 9 months. That she is the one who is responsible for you not getting married. We will come to that marriage aspect later. Listen to the book.
He raiseth up the poor.
He raises up the poor
Out of the dust.
out of the dust. You think that Bill Gates was born a billionaire? If Yah Elohim had not given him life, will he be alive to enjoy it? Listen to the book.
And lifted up the beggar from the
And
dunghill.
he lifted up the beggar from the dunghill
To set them among
to
princes.
set them among the princes
And to make them inherit the throne of glory.
and to make them inherit the throne of his glory.
For the pillars of the earth
For the foundations of this earth are whose?
are Elohim.
No, it is Satan because he's the prince of this world.
Are Elohim.
No, it's the demons.
Are Elohim.
Who is responsible for the foundations of each and every single person?
Are Elohim's.
Mhm.
And he had set the world upon them.
And he has set the world upon them. The book of Deuteronomy 32 from 39 to 42, if you are at home. He said that I am the one who created the poor. I am.
Mountain.
He said that get thee up into this mountain.
Abarim.
Mhm.
Unto Mount Nebo.
Listen.
Which is in the land of Moab.
32 verse 30 and 9. See now.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 30 and 9.
Listen.
See now that
That I, even I,
am he.
and there is no,
El with me.
there is no God beside me.
I kill.
I kill and I make it alive.
I wound.
I wound, I make sure that people have accident.
And I heal.
And I am the same person who heals them.
Neither is there any.
There is no one who can deliver from my hands.
For I lift up my head.
For I
to heaven,
lifted up my hands towards the Shamaims in the heavens.
and I say,
And then I swore by myself and I said,
I live
oh,
forever.
I live forever, for I have killed them and I have made them alive.
If I wet my glittering
Now listen
sword,
to this very carefully. If I begin to wet my sword of destruction,
and my hand take hold on judgment,
and my hand begin to take hold of judgment because of wickedness,
I will render vengeance to my
and I begin to render vengeance unto my enemies, the sinners,
and will reward them that hate me.
and I will begin to reward them who hate me.
I will make my arrows drunk.
Who threw the arrows?
I will make my arrows drunk.
No, they shot it from Akosombo.
I will make my arrows drunk.
They shot it from Bantuland.
I will make my
I
arrows
saw
drunk.
an arrow being thrown from your village
I will make
by
my
a
arrows
witch who
drunk.
cannot even move.
I will make my arrows drunk.
Who is throwing the arrows?
I will make my
I,
arrows
the
drunk.
Almighty, will throw the arrows. I will make them drunk
With blood.
with blood, and my sword shall
Devour flesh.
and that
With the blood of the slain.
end
Of the captives.
from the beginning of revenges upon
The enemy.
What are you talking about? Where did you get these statements from? Who taught you that you are dying because someone cursed you? Who can curse but Yah Elohim? He said that who can cause a thing to come to pass if my right hand is not with him? The book of 2 Chronicles chapter 6 from 20:4 to verse 30, the prayer of Solomon the priest when he has built a temple. His money didn't save him. His temple did not save him in the day of affliction when he disobeyed Yah Elohim. So forget about your tithing and your offerings. Live holy. Otherwise your services will be in vain. Listen to what he said. 2 Chronicles 6 and then from verse 20:4 to verse 30. Listen.
And if thy people Israel, and if thy people Israel be put to the worst before the enemy.
So when you read the verses above, he talks about the things and the blessings that they might get and the curses. And now he said that if thy people of Israel will be put
To the worst before the enemy.
because they have sinned.
Against thee.
So you will be put before the enemy when you sin against Elohim. As long as you remain faithful and righteous, you can never be put before the enemy. That's why the Messiah himself said that, look at this, he was led first by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted. And when he overcame, he said that I have seen the prince of this world coming, but he has nothing in me.
That's right.
But you, he has everything in you. His money is with you. His boyfriend is with you. His girlfriend is with you. his banku, all his food is with you. His bacon is with you. Listen to the book.
Because they have sinned against thee,
Because they have sinned against you.
and shall return and confess thy name,
And if they shall return and confess thy name,
and pray and make
and
supplication
pray and make supplication
before thee in this house,
before thee in this temple that I have built,
then hear thou from the
he said
heavens,
that when they begin to change, then please, I am begging you, hear thou them from the heavens,
and forgive the
and
sin
forgive them of their sins,
of thy people
of thy
Israel,
people Israel,
and bring them again
and bring them again
unto the land
unto the land that
which
you
thou
have
gavest
promised, and you gave them
to their
to
fathers.
their fathers. But listen to this.
When the heaven is shut up,
Now, when the heaven is shut up so that there is no rain in Somalia,
because they have sinned
because the
against thee,
people have sinned against Elohim,
yet if they pray
yet if my people begin to pray
towards this place
towards this place in Jerusalem and confess their sins,
and turn from their sin,
and they do what?
and turn from their
And
sin,
turn first from their sins.
when thou dost afflict them,
When you are afflicting, when you are punishing them,
then hear thou from
then I
heaven,
beg you that you will hear from the heavens,
and forgive the
and you
sin
forgive them of their sins,
of thy servant,
of their servant,
and of thy people
and of thy
Israel,
people Israel.
when thou hast taught them
When you have taught them
the good way,
the good way, he has been teaching you, this is the way. Go and stand upon this way. Go and stand upon this way. You lady, you gentleman, this is the way. Walk therein. And you said, I don't feel in my heart. And now you are down, you are going down. Your school is messed up. Your work is messed up. Your relationship is messed up. You are being thrown out from your own home. You are messed up. And now you are there binding witches and cursing people and being jealous and shouting that you will hate your life. End it. End it. Listen to the book.
when thou hast taught them good way,
When you have been teaching them the good way,
wherein they should walk,
that they should come and walk upon this way, all of them said, we don't feel in our heart. As long as we have not dreamt about it, we are not going to do it. All that you are saying is fine, but you know, I don't feel it. I have to continue praying about it. One day when it shuts down your tongue and it closes your lip, you will see whether you will be able to pray those prayers of yours. Listen to the book.
and send rain upon the land,
And when you begin to send rain upon the land because they have asked for forgiveness,
which thou hast given unto thy people for an inheritance,
who gives land for inheritance?
which thou hast given
Who
unto
gives
thy
blessings for
people,
inheritance?
which thou hast given.
For an inheritance. Listen to the book.
If there be dirt in the land,
If there is destruction and death in the land,
if there be pestilence,
if there is pestilence, flood, and wickedness in the land,
if there be blasting,
if there be blast and bombs going off every single day in France,
or mildew,
go ahead.
locust,
When he sent curses upon your agriculture that you will grow but you will not reap,
or caterpillars,
or he sent these insects to destroy your country,
if their enemy besiege them,
if the enemy, when we sinned against Yah Elohim, he sent the Babylonians to besiege Africa, and our brethren went into slavery, they were praying, they were chanting in the forest, but the demons couldn't save them because the hand of the Almighty was not with them. Listen to the book.
if their enemy besiege them in the cities or their land, whatsoever sore or whatsoever sickness there be,
Whatsoever sickness it will be,
then what prayer or what supplication soever shall be made of any man or of all thy people Israel, when everyone shall know his own sore and his own grief,
when we begin to know our own grief, our own destruction,
and shall spread forth his hand in his house,
and then we will begin to humble ourselves and pray unto the one who dwelleth in the heavens,
then hear thou
then
from
please
heaven
hear thou from the heavens
thy dwelling place,
thy dwelling place,
and forgive,
them of their sins,
and render unto every
and then
man
render unto every man
according unto all his ways,
according to all his what?
according unto all his
So
ways,
how does he bless us? According to all our what?
all his ways.
So continue following these Gentiles. Continue following this crazy boyfriend of yours. When you are pregnant, he wants to rape you.
That's right.
When you are menstruating, he wants to rape you.
That's right.
All that he cares about is, let's do it again, baby.
Again.
Let's repeat it again, baby. When he's having phone sex with you, when he's having WhatsApp sex with you, Facebook sex with you, SMS sex with you, FaceTime or whatever sex with you, and you are lying there rejoicing and enjoying it. Do you remember Elohim in those days? He will reward you according to your ways, O wicked man, O wicked woman. But you don't want to hear these things. You want to live the way that you want to live. You want to behave how you want to behave. You are above correction. No one can judge you. No one can correct you. If you don't feel it, you don't give a damn. As long as you don't feel it in your heart. And now you are going down. Inkaso is chasing you. Where will you run to? Bantu man. He has shown you that he is responsible for all evil doers. Before Osama shouted Allahu Akbar, he knew. Before the planes crashed, he knew. Before there was flood in Ghana, in Congo, in Europe, and people were trying to swim, but they couldn't swim, he knew. When there was a car accident, he knew. He said that I have declared the end from the beginning, and unto me 1,000 years is one day. So you don't think that he knew what was about to befall you? And now you are there praying against witches. Instead of you to pray the prayers of Solomon, when they will begin to humble themselves and turn away from their wickedness, then hear thou them from heaven. You are there binding, but you are wicked as hell. You are busy binding people, but you are bound by Elohim himself. You are busy loosing people, but you are not loosed by Elohim. I know you are at home, you are like, man, what is this? Did I not tell you to send one verse to me showing that a witch killed someone in the Bible or a demon killed someone in the Bible for you to receive 10,000? You are there on Facebook, you've seen it. Not one comment. Not one comment. Yet you are still going to go to the all night to bind. You are still going to go to that lady who calls herself prophetess, who teaches the servant of Yah Elohim to eat food sacrificed to idols, who tells you are no more under any law, so eat what. Let's begin to bind. Let's begin to bind our mother, our father. So that is evil in the land. Now let's look at barrenness. When someone is barren, the first thing they will tell you, I entered into the spirit, mama, and I saw someone from this village, from Mobutu Sese Seko village, and I asked the name, and she said that her name is in Zambi. And I saw her collecting your womb, and she took it under the sea, and there was a padlock placed on it.
Padlock.
And you are there. Help me, help me. Where is the help? You've prayed for 5 years.
Padlock.
Under the sea. They just locked it. Now he's going to unlock it for you. So before he can travel to the sea, he needs transportation cost. That must be covered. So pray, and bring your tithe and offering. Who is responsible for barrenness? If you are at home, you are a Christian, show me just one verse from Genesis to Revelation where it said that it was Satan who took the womb of someone. Let's look at it. Who is responsible for barrenness? Genesis 20:9 and at verse 30:1. If you are at home, the first book of the scriptures, Genesis 20:9, and then from verse 30:1. Why are we doing this? Because we want you to forget about demons and the devil and witches and enemies and concentrate on the power of the Almighty. the one who protects us in the evening, in the night, in the morning, and in the afternoon, who has shown that even though my servant Jacob goes through fire, even though he goes through the waters, I will be with him. For though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for who is with me? Elohim is with me. But you are there, you don't concentrate on him. Before you pray, you have to think about a witch. You have to pray at 12 a.m. because witches are flying. It's 12 a.m. here in America, it might be 6. So when are they flying? Wow. In Australia, it's in the morning. So when are they flying?
It's a question.
And you are there, 12 a.m. Instead of you to be praying for people to receive healing, for righteousness to come upon people, you are there, come here, I bind you, die. And now you are dead and you are gone too soon.
Mercy,
and soon we will be barbecuing at your funeral for nothing. Listen to the book with regards to barrenness.
Genesis chapter 20 and 9 from verse 30 and 1.
Listen.
And when Elohim saw.
And when Satan saw.
And when Elohim saw.
When the demons saw.
When Elohim saw.
When the devil saw.
When Elohim saw.
When Lucifer saw.
When Elohim saw.
When the Most High saw.
That Leah was hated.
That Leah was hated by her husband Jacob.
He opened her womb.
Who opens wombs?
He opened her womb.
Now, if he is the one responsible for the opening of wombs, then who is responsible for closing them? Is it not written in the book of Revelation that I hold the keys and I will open the door that no man can shut?
Amen.
And when I shut it, no one can open it.
That's right.
He said, and I opened the womb of Leah because she was hated. And what did I do to Rachel, my friend?
But Rachel was
barren because Elohim closed it. That's all that it means. But you are there, my barren is under the sea. Go swim and fetch it. That son of man, that prophet who said that is under the, does he have swimming diploma?
ABC.
He can drown in his own bath at home. And he's going to swim and bring you your womb. That is Genesis, the book of Judges. Chapter 13. From 2 to 3, if you are at home, the book of Judges. Talking about barrenness when they are and your mother took your womb. And your mother hid your womb. Who took which womb? When you were busy aborting.
Mercy.
When you were busy somersaulting with your womb, when these doctors were injecting metals into your wombs, pulling out bones of babies, when they were crushing them alive in your womb, when you went to the doctor to abort it because you have won American lottery, you wanted to travel to America, and you shouted and you said that I reject this baby in Jesus' name. Whom do you think you were fooling? When you were living this kind of crazy life. Don't blame anyone. If you are a righteous person and you knew that you lived a righteous life and you are not giving birth, then thank Elohim. Then you know that indeed he has a plan for you. Then you know that he is protecting your womb for a cause one day. That one day he might bring out from your womb a prophet. Hallelujah. Unto the nation.
Amen.
But if you were aborted, there is no hope. Just humble yourself. Peradventure, when he's crossing by or passing by, he might see your shadow and have compassion on you. But you are there, you who aborted 5 people, you are now binding. How dare you bind? Who gave you the right to bind? Who has given you that authority to be binding? Are you not bound by Elohim?
Wow.
Listen to the book.
Judges chapter 13 from verse 2. And there was a certain man.
And there was a certain man of Zorah.
Of the family of the Danites.
Whose name was
Manoah.
And the wife was
barren,
and bare not.
and the angel of
And
Elohim,
when the angel of Yah Elohim descended and appeared unto the woman,
and said unto her,
behold, thou
art barren,
you are what?
art barren,
No, you are bound by the witches.
thou art barren,
You see how the angels, how the prophets speak, you are barren,
and bearest not,
and you bearest not.
but thou shalt conceive.
No, there is a way, so we have to swim first and go and bring out a womb.
But thou shalt
No,
conceive.
your womb is hidden somewhere.
Thou shalt conceive.
Did he say that we are going to give you a new womb?
Thou shalt
Elohim
conceive
said that you will conceive and it will come to pass.
and bear a
And
son.
you will bear a son. Why? Because Elohim has said so. No one has to travel into any sea to pull out womb. And if it was true and they have taken your womb and they have hidden it under the sea for 7 years, what were they doing with your womb? They were just putting it there for what? That's why you are giving birth to demons.
Mercy.
A prophet prophesied to you that you are going to give birth. Now you gave birth. He went under the sea, brought you a womb, and you gave birth to a child of disobedience. How is that possible? How is that possible? Was not the mother of Samuel barren? And when she gave birth, who came out? Was not Elizabeth barren? And when she gave birth, who came out? Was not Mary alone? And when she gave birth, who came out? Were not Rachel was barren? Who came out?
Wow.
And you, when they tell you we are going to swim and bring it, and they brought it, and they gave it, who came out?
Wow.
Now the scripture said that he was wicked from his womb, from the womb of the mother. He practiced wickedness. When he began to know ABCD, he wanted to shoot you. You buy him ice cream, you want to lick just a portion of it. He said that no. He would rather throw it on the ground. His wickedness started on the day that he was born. And you are there binding. Pray that Yah Elohim may touch him before he begins to drive a car in Paris. Before he begins to go to Syria to behead people. Listen to the book.
From verse 4. Now therefore beware.
Now therefore beware.
I pray thee.
I pray thee.
And drink not wine.
And drink not wine. This is a warning unto her.
Nor strong drink.
Nor strong drink.
And eat not any unclean.
And eat no unclean thing. But they tell you are not under the law, so eat what you want.
For lo,
thou
shalt conceive.
You will conceive.
And bear a son.
And you will bear a son.
And no razor shall come on
And he
his
shall
head.
be a Rasta man.
For the child shall be a
For
Nazarite
he shall be a Nazarite
unto Elohim.
unto the Most High, not unto himself to smoke ganja every day, to smoke weed every day, to shout Jah Rastafari and begin to light up. But he will be a Nazarite unto Elohim.
From the womb.
From where?
From the womb.
Listen to the book.
And he shall begin to deliver Israel.
And he will be a deliverer unto Israel. So when Yah Elohim closed the wombs, he brings out a deliverer to deliver his people
out of the hand of the Philistines.
out of the hand of the Philistines. In conclusion, First Samuel. If you are at home, 1 Samuel chapter 1 and at verse 5. Listen to this. 1 Samuel chapter 1 and then at verse 5. Before we go on break, 1 Samuel chapter 1 and at verse 5. Listen to who is responsible for barrenness. Listen.
1 Samuel chapter 1 and verse 5.
But unto Hannah
he gave a worthy portion.
for he loved Hannah.
But Elohim
no,
had
the
shut
devil
up. Elohim
is a demon.
Elohim
It's your mother.
Elohim
It's your auntie in Congo.
Elohim
It's your mama in Akosombo, the lake.
Elohim
Is who?
Elohim
For
had
Elohim
shut up
has shut her what?
her womb.
Who closes the womb?
Elohim
Who opens the womb?
Elohim
Who unlocks the womb?
Elohim
Who shuts down the womb?
Elohim had shut up her womb.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Isaiah 51 verse 1, then I'm done.
Amen.
with the barrenness.
Wow.
Isaiah 50 and 1. You just saw that it is Elohim who closes the womb, not a witch.
Yes.
But if it was one of these prophets in those days, it would be like, I entered into whatever and I saw that your womb was under the sea. Listen to the book, Isaiah 51 verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 51 verse 1. Hearken to me.
Hearken unto me. Isaiah 54 verse 1. Sing, O barren woman.
Isaiah 54 verse 1. Sing,
O barren, for thou didst not bear.
Break forth into singing.
And cry aloud.
Thou that
He said, I break forth into what?
Singing.
No, begin to bind your mother because she's a witch.
Break forth in singing.
Begin to brocotalize and do amakabrokaba.
Break forth in singing.
In what?
Break forth
Begin
in
to
singing.
sing.
And cry aloud.
And cry aloud.
Thou that didst not
Thou
travail
who could not bear.
with child. For more are the children
For
of the
I
desolate.
swear by myself that what will happen?
More are the children of the
More
desolate
are the children of the desolate
than the children of the married wife.
Say it.
Elohim.
We shall return.
Wow.